Did you know that 2 out of 3 Imagine Dragons members are named Daniel, 2 out of 4 are Mormons, and 3 out of 4 went to the Berklee College of Music? Imagine Dragons is the band that caused the resurgence of rock music in the popular sphere. They blew up almost overnight with their debut album going double platinum after only 5 years of slugging it in their home base, Las Vegas. With a Grammy, 2 AMAs, and 5 Billboard Music Awards in their back pocket, Imagine Dragons is one of the hottest bands out there today. Stick around because this is MicDrop's 107 Facts about Imagine Dragons. Number 1. Imagine Dragons founding member Dan Reynolds was born on July 14, 1987 and is from Las Vegas, Nevada. Number 2. He's the 7th of 9 children born to Ronald and Christine Reynolds. He was a Mormon. Number 3. Dan was an outsider in school and started to turn to music as a therapeutic outlet in the 6th grade. Fact number 4. Growing up, Harry Nilsson was his biggest musical influence. Number 5. Reynolds served as an LDS missionary for 2 years in Omaha, Nebraska. He spent his mission working with underprivileged communities. Number 6. Imagine Dragons was founded in 2008 when Dan met the band's original drummer Andrew Tolman during college at BYU in Utah. Number 7. Drummer Andrew Tolman's wife Brittany Tolman joined the band as a background vocalist and on the keys for a time. Number 8. Andrew Tolman also brought the band's guitarist, his friend Wayne Sermon. Fact number 9. Lead guitarist Daniel Wayne Sermon was born on June 15, 1984, and he's from American Fork, Utah. He goes by Wayne for the most part. Number 10. The crowd was so loud at Wayne's first Imagine Dragons show that fans misheard his name as Wing, and that nickname stuck. Number 11. Sermon graduated from the Berklee School of Music and met Dan shortly thereafter in 2008. Fact number 12. The guitarist has said that he uses his clinical insomnia to his advantage to help write songs when he can't sleep. Number 13. Sermon recruited fellow Berklee music student Ben McKee to join the band as their bassist. Fact number 14. Ben McKee was born April 7, 1985 in Forestville, California. Number 15. The band, in its early form, relocated to Reynolds' hometown in Las Vegas, where they became regionally popular within a few years. Fact number 16. While in Vegas, they recorded a couple of well-received EPs entitled Imagine Dragons and Hell and Silence. They did that at the Killers Battleborn Studios. Number 17. The following year they recorded It's Time, their most well-received single yet. It's certified double platinum. Fact number 18. Their first big break came when the frontman of Train was sick and they were asked to fill in at the Bite of Las Vegas Festival in 2010. Fact number 19. The combination of the success of It's Time and the festival performance led to a deal with Interscope Records. Fact number 20. British hip-hop producer Alex the Kid is responsible for their Interscope deal. After hearing their EP, he loved the group so much, he opened doors for them. Fact number 21. Shortly before Imagine Dragons signed with Interscope, the Tolmans left the band to return to Utah and start a family. Fact number 22. The band then recruited fellow Berkeley grad Dan Platzman and Teresa Flaminio to fill the gap. Fact number 23. Drummer Daniel Platzman was born September 26, 1986 in Atlanta. He became a permanent fixture in the band. Fact number 24. Keyboardist and background vocalist Teresa Flaminio was with the band for only a year. She now goes by Danny Ivory and is pursuing a solo career. Fact number 25. The band finally reached its current lineup with frontman Dan Reynolds, lead guitarist Wayne Sermon, drummer Daniel Platzman, and bassist Ben McKee. Number 26. With this prime quartet, Imagine Dragons was poised to achieve mainstream success. And in 2015, they released their debut studio album, Night Visions. Fact number 27. Night Visions landed on the number 2 spot in the Billboard Top 200 and went double platinum in the US due to the smash success of the single, Radioactive. Fact 28. Radioactive broke the record for the longest Hot 100 run of all time. With 87 weeks on the chart, it's the biggest digital rock track in history. Number 29. In 2013, 2 more hit singles followed, Demons and On Top of the World. Number 30. When Demons spent 61 weeks on the Hot 100 chart, Imagine Dragons became the first artist to have 2 singles spend over 60 weeks on the chart. Fact number 31. At the 2014 Grammy Awards, Imagine Dragons was nominated for Record of the Year and took home the award for Best Rock Performance. Number 32. Up until the very moment that they won, they were absolutely certain that there was no possible way they could win a Grammy. Number 33. When asked what was the most starstruck moment, Dan said it was when Ringo Starr told him he loved their album and kissed him on the cheek. Fact number 34. Also in 2014, the band played a show on an airplane. They crammed into the front aisle and played music on the 3-hour flight. Fact number 35. Co-produced by Alex the Kid, the band's second album, Smoke and Mirrors, was released in February 2015, and it debuted at number 1. Fact 36. The song I Bet My Life is about Reynolds' complicated relationship with his parents. He butted heads with them quite a bit when he was growing up. Number 37. To announce their second album, they staged a scavenger hunt. Fans who solved the problem would find the venue of their secret album pre-release show. Fact number 38. To record Smoke and Mirrors, the group bought a house in Vegas and built a sound studio within. Fact 39. They found that if they drained the hot tub in the corner of the house and then stuck a microphone inside it, it created a good ambient sound for the drums. Number 40. The Dragons wanted to build their own studio because they would have control over the process and they could take as much time as they needed to record. Fact number 41. They worked 9 to 5 hours, which is atypical for a rock band. These hours are for Reynolds and Sermon to get back to their families in the evenings. Fact number 42. From 2015 to 2016, they toured and eventually released the concert set Smoke and Mirrors Live, recorded in 2015 at a sold-out Air Canada Centre in Toronto. Fact number 43. Smoke and Mirrors even made an appearance on the big screen, with one night of screenings on the concert available for viewing in theaters. Number 44. Once they finished Smoke and Mirrors tour, the band took a full year off to be with their families and relax, and they deserve it. Number 45. During the hiatus, they only recorded 3 songs. They were for the movie soundtracks Me Before You, Suicide Squad, and Passengers. Fact number 46. In 2016, Weird Al parodied their song Radioactive. They thought it was super cool. Fact number 47. Their third and most recent album so far, Evolve, was released on June 23rd, 2017. Number 48. The album got its name because the band saw it as an evolution in sound. Evolve is about encapsulating the color and beauty of the world around them. Fact number 49. Evolve was the first time they collaborated with producers other than Alex the Kid. Before that point, they were used to writing all of their own music. Number 50. Evolve debuted at number 1 on both the top rock and alternative album charts. Fact number 51. Less than a month after releasing their third album, the band jumped to number 1 on the Billboard Artist 100 list for the very first time. Number 52. The release of their third album came with the announcement that Imagine Dragons was going back on tour in 2017. Number 53. They said that the rowdiest city they've ever played in was Sao Paulo, Brazil. And the most intimidating city? Well, that was Los Angeles. Fact number 54. In the video Believer, Dolph Lundgren punched Dan at least 20 times during the filming because they didn't want to use movie magic. Fact number 55. The band's rise to the top was quite fast, considering they went platinum after only 5 years of being together. Number 55. They attribute their success to never saying no to a gig and to Vegas luck. Fact 56. In addition to their Grammy, Imagine Dragons has an American Music Award, 5 Billboard Music Awards, and 2 Teen Choice Awards. Fact 57. 3 out of the 4 band members is named Daniel. That's why they go by Dan, Wayne, and Platz to keep things as unconfusing as possible. Fact number 58. Platz was on the varsity frisbee team in high school. Fact number 59. Ben was senior class president at his high school. He was impeached though after spending the entire budget on milk and cookies. He was also homecoming king. Fact number 60. Ben McKee once had to be bailed out of jail before a show so he could play, presumably for getting naked on the Las Vegas Strip. Fact 61. Once Dan offered Ben up as a prize to whomever won a dance contest during a set. The dude who'd won ended up licking Ben's face. Number 62. When Dan was a kid, he wanted to be an FBI agent. Whenever there was a police siren, he would run towards it. He also loved the show Cops. Fact number 63. During their early career, the band took any job it could get. Once they even opened for a mime at the local mall. Number 64. Music is not Ben McKee's only talent. He attended school at Berkeley through a California scholarship for talented chemistry students. Fact number 65. Dan met his wife Asia when Imagine Dragons opened for her band Nico Vega. He waited for hours after the show to talk to her. Talk to her. Fact number 66. 2 Dragons, Dan and Wayne, are Mormons, though neither of them are strictly following Orthodox practices. Fact number 67. Dan and Wayne say it's easy for them to pursue their faith and rock and roll music, and it's never really been an issue. Fact number 68. The band's band manager is Mac Reynolds, Dan's older brother. Dan's other brother, Robert Reynolds, is the band's lawyer. Fact 69. Dan was diagnosed with AS, an inflammatory type of arthritis. He's able to manage it though with a healthy diet and exercise. Fact number 70. Reynolds has started an online community called This AS Life to bring hope and a sense of community to those who have been diagnosed with the disease. Fact number 71. Reynolds has also suffered from depression since he was a kid. He began seeing a therapist around the time their first album blew up. Fact 72. Guitarist Wayne Sermon has also dealt with depression in the past, and they bond over their experiences struggling with depression. Fact number 73. All of the band members were influenced by hip-hop. They say their love for hip-hop comes out of their rhythm and percussion on their albums. Fact number 74. Before they were famous, the Dragons played 4 nights a week at O'Shea's on the Vegas Strip. Number 75. Ben McKee is apparently an excellent knitter, and he likes to make hats. Fact number 76. Platzman is a short film score writer. He wrote the score for Eagles Are Turning People into Horses. Fact number 77. When not on stage, Ben can be found regularly competing and winning spicy food competitions. Fact 78. Dan once passed out on the drums during a set in Vegas. When he came to, he kept on playing and finished the song. Now that's dedication. Fact 79. The Dragons love to prank each other. One time, the other guys pranked called Platz for a full year pretending to be a stalker fan. Fact 80. At the beginning of his career, Dan didn't have any vocal training. He ended up having surgery to remove a polyp, and after that, he started taking lessons. Fact number 81. Dan was rejected from BYU at first. He went on an interview with a bishop who would later decide whether he was clean enough to attend, but he failed. Fact number 82. Imagine Dragons even appeared on an episode of The Muppets, on which they sang the song Roots. Fact number 83. Fact number 83. Once on an episode of Impractical Jokers, they let cast members Sal and Joe pretend to be a band opening for them, but they couldn't play any instruments. Fact number 84. Dan Reynolds executive produced Ex-Ambassador's debut album. He was responsible for bringing the new group to Interscope. Fact number 85. Halsey is a big fan of Imagine Dragons. Their songs helped her while she was hospitalized for psychiatric care in high school. Fact number 86. While he was on his LDS mission, Reynolds told people that acting upon their homosexuality was a sin. He since said, "I wish I could re-knock on all those doors and tell them I was wrong." Fact number 87. Reynolds felt it was important to speak out and become an activist for LGBT rights after Imagine Dragons' song, It's Time, which was featured on Glee. Fact number 88. He got messages after the show from fans saying that they were gay. Fact number 89. In 2017, Dan was awarded the Trevor Project's Hero Award for his LGBT rights advocacy. Fact number 90. Imagine Dragons will host a benefit show called Love Loud in Utah with the goal of promoting acceptance of the LGBT community. Fact number 91. The songwriting process begins with Dan. If he comes up with a concept or demo that's good enough, he'll show it to the rest of the band. Fact number 92. The band has made many appearances on the late night circuit, but they say the Jimmy Fallon show is their favorite. Fact number 93. In March 2017, Dan and his wife Asia welcomed their twin girls Gia and Coca into the world. The baby girls now join their parents' older sister, Arrow. Fact number 94. Billboard attributes Imagine Dragons' rise to fame to the sound that blends genres. Fact number 95, Imagine Dragons is the second most streamed rock band on Spotify, both in the US and globally, for the first 6 months of 2017. Fact number 96, the craziest thing that happened to the Dragons backstage? They once asked for a monkey and later found one in their dressing room. Fact number 97, when they were on tour, Dan and Platzman both bought new cars. Dan bought his dream car, 67 Mustang. Platz went with the more practical Toyota Corolla. Fact 98, Dan broke his hand on stage in Berlin. He got carried away and punched a drum, shattering his right wrist. And later he had to wear a cast. Fact number 99, when asked the biggest lesson they learned at a music festival, Ben said, "Don't drink Aquavit and ask Norwegians to punch you in the face." Fact 100, the first gig they did was at a club in Vegas a week after they had gotten together for the first time. Well, it closed down a week after they performed. What do you think? Fact number 101, Dan's kids are often with the band on tour. He said his oldest daughter, Era, was virtually growing up on a tour bus. Fact number 102, when asked what their 5 essential tracks were, Imagine Dragons came up with this list. Changes by Tupac, Alive by Pearl Jam, Just What I Needed by The Cars, and Believer by Imagine Dragons and Thunder by Imagine Dragons. Fact 103, Ben has no fear. Platz once said they were at a zoo and a tiger escaped and charged toward Ben, but he stared that big cat down and was totally chill. Fact 104, Wayne Sermon once sold a guitar of his on eBay in order to buy a wedding ring. 6 years later, though, it turned up in Korea, but he didn't buy it back. Fact number 105, they have their own app. All the proceeds goes toward the Tyler Robinson Foundation to help families dealing with pediatric cancer. Fact 106, Dan doesn't think Imagine Dragons is a rock band. He says people call them that just because they have a guitarist. He prefers to keep it genreless. Fact 107, Imagine Dragons is actually an anagram, though no one knows what it's for. The band members coyly refuse to divulge that information. You just finished watching MicDrop's 107 music facts about Imagine Dragons. Did you enjoy these facts? Well, let us know which artists you want to see featured next. Be sure to subscribe because we're bringing you more 107 facts of your favorite artists.